Hello students. In my last video, I have taught you what exactly is a Z transform. We derived formula for Z transform of 1, Z transform of n square, n cube, Z transform of sin n theta, Z transform of cos n theta. And then we did questions based on these basic formulas. Now today we will learn a new concept called damping rule in Z transform. What exactly is this damping rule? See, we already learned that Z transform definition is Z transform of un. We usually apply Z transform on functions of n is equal to uz because we get answers in terms of z. And what was the formula? Formula was summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un z to the power minus n, means whatever is a function multiplied by z to the power minus n. Okay, this is what we have learned. Now what is my target? I want to find out z transform of un, but this un is multiplied with k to the power n, means certain constant to the power n. In many books you will find instead of k they write a. So z transform of a to the power n un. So these two are one and the same thing. Don't get confused. Suppose you are studying in k in exam, if it come a to the power n, you should not get confused. Only wherever you are taking k, you should take a. That's it. Now first I'll tell you the formula, then we'll derive it. Okay. Now the first damping rule says that if any function is multiplied by k to the power n, then what you have to do, you have to write down z transform of this un. Okay. It will be uz, but in place of z, you should write z by k. That's it. Same way here, if you are using a, then this will be z by a. I'll give you a simple example, then I'll derive this also. Now you know that z transform of n is what? Z transform of n is z upon z minus 1 whole square. This we have done in the previous video. Now if I ask you what is a z transform of say k to the power n into n. So what I will do, in place of z, I will write z by k. So z by k upon z by k minus 1 square. So this becomes z by k, and here z minus k, take the LCM in the denominator, and this will become z square, right? So when you, so this is k not z. Now next step, when you take z upon k, z minus k square, and this k square I am taking in the numerator, and this will get cancelled. So z k upon z minus k ka square. So this becomes the formula for k to the power n into n. Understood? Now see, I'll do the modification to make it more clear. Suppose I am asking z transform of k to the power n. Instead of k, I am writing a to the power n into n. So what you have to do in this formula, in place of k, you write a. So z a upon z minus a square. If you are not okay with this, you can start from here also, derive also like this. In place of k, you have to just put a. Now if I ask you what is the z transform of 2 to the power n into n. So what you will do, in place of this k, you will put 2. So z into 2 upon z minus 2 square. So whatever is the value here, it is a constant to the power n. Whether you take it k, you take it a, you take it 2, you take it 3, it works in the same way. So you make your rule and learn it as k or a as per your choice. For example, we know that z transform of k to the power n you have done. Same way I can write z transform of a to the power n. So that is basically a constant, right? That is basically a constant raised to the power n. It doesn't matter what is a constant. It can be k, it can be 2, it can be p, it can be a, anything. You should just remember your formulas, right? If you remember the formulas, then there is no issues. Just replace it by the function, right? So we have learned that z to transform of k to the power n is k upon z minus k. So if I am writing in terms of a, it will become a upon z minus a. If I am writing in terms of 2, so it becomes 2 upon z minus 2, like that it will go. Okay. So now this first damping rule I told you, correct? Now let me derive this. So derivation. So how I can derive this? It's very easy. See, z transform of un is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un z to the power minus n. Correct? Now my target is to learn z transform of k to the power n un. Sorry, n power, not subscript. So this is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. In place of un, I should write this whole thing. So k to the power n un and z to the power minus n. Now can I write it like this? Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un 1 upon k to the power minus n and z to the power minus n. No issues. When this is going in the numerator, automatically power become negative. Like 2 to the power 5 you can write 1 upon 2 to the power minus 5. Same way I have done. So now can I write it like this? un n is equal to 0 to infinity z by k to the power minus n. Now look at the definition. What is the definition? If you have something with z to the power minus n, it become uz. Correct? Now I have un with this term. In place of z, I have z by k. So my answer will be uz by k. That is what is the property. Correct? So this is called the first damping rule. So what is the first damping rule? That z transform of k to the power n un is equal to uz, means find out z transform of un and in place of z you put z by k. If it is given z transform of k a to the power n un, what you will be doing? You will be just writing z by a. That's it. Correct. Now what is the second rule? Second rule says that if z transform of un is equal to uz implies z transform of k to the power minus n un is equal to z transform of kz. Let us derive this directly first, then I will teach you how to apply it in the formula. Suppose you have, now apply the definition, okay? Z transform of this is means what? Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity, okay? un k to the power minus n z to the power minus n. This is the complete thing as per the definition, and z to the power minus n come by default. Now what you can write this? N is equal to 0 to infinity un and kz to the power minus n. So wherever z is coming, I should get kz. So what is the answer? Answer is u of kz. As simple as that. Simple example. Z transform of n is what? Just now we said z upon z minus 1 square. So by this rule, if I ask you what is a z transform of k to the power minus n n. So what you will say? Kz upon kz minus 1 square. That's it. If I ask you what is the z transform of 2 to the power minus n into n, what you will do? Simple. 2z upon 2z minus 1 ka square. Easy? So this is your basic damping rule. There are two formulas. One when k to the power n means constant raised to the power n, and one when constant raised to the power negative of n. So I told you both the formulas. Now let us do the questions based on this, okay?